Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Gary Simons Memorial Cup. We are in South Africa at Kyalami. Pole position went to Matt Burser with a 141.237. That was GT3, and in GT2, Glory Babby in his Mercedes with a 141.510. Then in GT4, Vinny Carneiro with 149.932. Drama from the start of the race. 4th place Nick Picken out of the race before it even started with disconnection. And lights out and away we go. The field spreads out and 5 wide into turn 1. Babby getting a glorious start once again. Ren was the biggest loser out of turn 1, losing 3 positions, second down to 5th. In GT4, it was Bracewood after contact with Cutler. The big winner was the incredible Brenner Wellis, gaining 10 positions by the first corner. Bracefield started making positions back straight away, overtaking his teammate Harnett and Andy Bear. Start of the second lap and some poor driving from Hamilton caused Ren to go in a spin. He then got pinballed. A couple of seconds later, and Hoffy hit the sausage curb going into turn 3 and was around. Brenner Ellis was continuing his charge up the field. By the end of the second lap, he had moved himself into 8th position. Some epic racing going on at the back of the GT4 field. Hudson, Cutler, Bracefield, Bear, Heckinger and Harnett all in together. Lap 3 and a little wide run for Douglas, and Icarus didn't need a second invitation. Hamilton with a slightly better exit than Skinny Luke, and he's got a run into Luke Hop. Lockie Bevis and DY going side by side through Mineshaft and Crocodiles, Bevis eventually gaining out. Change for the lead in GT4, Vinny going past Etch. Shimon was the first to be caught out by Cheetah, but not by the sausage curb, just a little bit of overdrive and spin. A trio of GT3 cars was about to be pulled apart, Douglas with a bad exit out of the Essies and around. Chatty was turned around by Bevis as well, as he was trying to keep out of the way, just going a little bit too slow. Took a few laps, but Lockie Bevis got back past DY. While the son was moving up the field, the father Hayden was moving down, here with a bit of a spin. A bad exit out of barbecue for Jack Steele saw Ellis get a good run. He then did a Hamilton and used the GT4 traffic to box in the car he was trying to overtake. Drama out front, the leader Babby tagged by Bursa as he outbraked himself, and Ellis inheriting the lead. Bracefield and Bevis Sr. still battling. Bevis Sr. slowly catching up, but then Bracefield had a bit of an angle moment, and yeah. Bracefield appears to be comfortable driving on two wheels, knowing what to do, steering to the right to level it out, just like four driving on a slate. A bit of a moment for Hamilton at Crocodile trying to get past some lap traffic, then again straight away at Cheetah he was caught out. Problems with lap traffic, Hoffman getting in the way just a bit and John Zhu suffering. John Zhu had traded in his KTM race car for a KTM dirt jumper bike, and he was making full use of it. We'll do a bit of livery appreciation now. We'll do the three Maseratis of Jack Steele and Skinny Luke and Etch-a-Sketch. Nearly every overtake this race has involved some form of slight shoulder rubbing, and this was no different as Babby took second position off Jack Steele. Ellis was the first of the front runners to pit, appearing to opt for the 3x40 stints. Babby re-inherited the lead, but immediately put it in the wall. Immediately, the Maseratis of Steele and Hedderman were battling for the lead. Babby's struggling with a little bit of aero damage and he runs wide out of the Essies. Jamin Moros goes through. Rost is a real big improvement between the previous season and this. Good on him. Icarus also defended from Ren, a little bit wide at Lukop, and Ren makes the move, all the way down into Mineshaft and Crocodiles. "27 laps in, and Jack Steele held the lead, closely followed by Hederman, Bursa and Zoo, all in line astern. Vinny Carniero held a commanding 15-second lead in GT4. Icarus and Ren fighting for position, Icarus coming back and then Ren coming back at Icarus by the first corner, Morosky waiting patiently for his prey. Then further troubles on the same lap for Icarus, wide out of the SEs. Hederman was having a jolly old time looking at Bursa, until Bursa disappeared. Some close racing at the back of the pack, Harnett and Bear very close to trading paint. The two Ferraris of Ren and Morosk were also battling nice and close. In the laps to follow, they were right on top of Skinny Luke. He had a bit of a bad end to the lap, losing 3 positions. An epic result for Hederman, change for the lead, as Jack Steele didn't quite maintain his lead coming out of the pits. A case of blue flag confusion, Hamilton and Hudson not knowing where the other one was going. More drama out of the pits, Zoo getting past Steele, but not past Hederman. Steele made a little bit of contact with the back marker Bear, which put Bear around. Skinny Luke and Icarus battling hard, but errors from both of them at sunset gave Skinny Luke a date with the concrete. The closest battle was right at the back of the pack, Heckinger and Hudson, the two little Porsches going at it through the SCs. Icarus's pass gave an opportunity for Heckinger to get it past. Ellis was the only one opting for the two-stop strategy. He pitted on lap 47. Ellis exited the pits just in the lead, but wasn't going to hold it for long, but might get it back in a lap that was too good to not show at all. Hedderman and Zoo's battles were allowing Ellis to get away and Steele to catch back up. Back markers became a problem for Zoo and he was off the podium. At this point, Babby had done so well he had worked his way back up into 8th after his pit stop. Fortune played into his hands as his next target, Ren, had a bit of a spiel coming out of the second corner. A good run out of Lukop, and Zoo got back past Steele. Healthy battle for 9th and 10th, Dylan Douglas and Skinny Luke. At the end of the night though, it was Ellis's day, coming round the last corner of the 71st lap. A little bit of celebratory wheel spin. Hederman was first in GT2. And Vinny took out GT4 again. And here are your race results. First, second and third in GT3, Gracie, Hamilton and Marosk. Then in GT2, Hederman, Zoo and Steele. In GT4 was Cunero, Bevis and Etch. Thanks for joining us. Next time we're off to Spa-Francorchamps.